Was the first day on set for Skin in the Game more emotional than any of the short films that you had reported to or done on your own?
Yeah, I think you talk about the first day, but I got to tell you, there was probably 2 periods where I cried. I just couldn't believe this was happening. I mean, like that kind of cry. Like I was very grateful of having had the experience. I had a moment. You know, usually when you're shooting a film, there's no moments to do anything but like, let's keep marching ahead. Let's keep marching ahead. And once you get that ball rolling, it's like you're rolling. Next day, second day, third. You know, so it's like. But there were 2 days where I probably paused and just some tears came in my eyes because I was just so overwhelmed with the fact that this was happening. And I was grateful, and it was sort of victorious for me in a way that all this 15-year journey was culminating into this, you know. And then what happens too is you've been told no so many times that, you know, you get beat down by the no. And so that when the yes happens, sometimes there's a disbelief like, is this really happening? Is this really happening? And so it took a moment to sink in that this is really happening and I'm really directing my first feature. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it get in your head at all, like mess with you a little bit? Or then once the train was going, you were just
well,
like...
you know, the thing is, that's the thing about it. Once the train is moving, it's moving, and you're the leader. And the day or the actors or the shots that you choose, it rises or falls with you. So you just have to embrace that. And I embraced that pretty fast. Like I didn't have too much time to sit back and be like, ooh, ah. You know, I had to get into director mode, you know, and that meant efficiency. That meant, you know, having the actors believe in me and have confidence in me as a director. So that meant coming prepared. And, you know, I like to work with my actors, you know, so I like to, you know, sit time to rehearse. Even though we had limited rehearsal up front of the film, like maybe 1 or 2 days, which wasn't a great, and I didn't get a chance to rehearse with all of them. I always liked it before the scenes. You know, I would go into the trailers and say, let's talk through this scene, let's work it out. You know, let's work it out. And I always, because of the work I did with Brad Barnes, who works at the Directing Actors Workshop, he never let the actors rehearse alone. So I take that into my practice too. He said, because what happens is, and I've seen it, actors will end up creating motivations and objectives for themselves without you, right? As they work alone. And then inevitably one actor may end up directing the scene. Like one actor may take charge. So then that may create some division on set where one actor feels, you know, like superior than another. So he wants to eliminate that. And he wants to eliminate the fact that when the actors work up front, on the scene together, they've locked it. So then when they come to set and it's locked, and you look at it and you're like, oh no, that's not it. That's not it, you know. So it may be good for them, but it may not serve you as a storyteller, as a director for the overall picture, you know, or maybe not even for that particular scene. So I don't like them to work together beforehand. They can run lines, but that's it. But don't start sitting there talking about, okay, I'm gonna do this, and don't do that. Let the director come in and do that and shape the scene.